in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Falcons will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Sweet cut there. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Now the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Moore will throw. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Right finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Miller. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Jones to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're...
Breaks into the open. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jenkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing.
Touchdown, BG! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Bell. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is...
Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. It's caught, and he's still running after the move. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
He's open on the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Just steamrolling the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trey Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Going to the run, it's Schroeder. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, man, what a shot that quarterback took.
You definitely don't want to take many of those shots. I know the result was really good, but you don't want to get rocked and socked, and you definitely don't want your head to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground with the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Jones to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game.
Catch in stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to barrel in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this 1st drive for the offense.
Yeah, the 1st possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions that you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Thompson wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
There he goes! The 30. 10. And it kangaroos his way.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently ahead of this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by just 1 over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Thompson to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lanier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or...
Pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. To throw, it's James. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Thompson wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Got him, and nobody's close. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Wants to fire on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Thompson to throw. Makes the grab. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think
intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
obviously this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out.
Trying to take it back. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Thompson wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's James. Takes the easy one to the back. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. New set of downs after the completion.